Welcome back to Incognitmo Gaming. Today we are doing a Real to Sims speed build. This is a build that I found from Pinterest, so just the floor plans and some general pictures of like what it looks like on the inside and the outside, so general design, and I have then turned that into a build on here. We are in Newcrest, at I think one of the smallest of the lots at the back. This is Avarice Acres, and I've got to say this is not something I would normally do. Normally I kind of just build and let my imagination and my brain run away with me, but with this I was very restricted because I had an actual plan in mind. So I followed it very, very closely. You know, the pictures and the outside looked relatively the same. So that's kind of what we aim for. Obviously, there's not lots of pictures on the inside. So I've kind of just gone with, you know, my own design for some of it. This is a 3-bedroom house. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a little nook upstairs, office space downstairs, along with a garage. Obviously, in The Sims, we don't have cars, so garages are not really needed. So I converted that into a little bit of a den, you know, like somewhere you'd go and hang out, have some drinks, a few games, card games, that kind of a vibe. As with all of my builds, I will always start off by putting in the large appliances first, and things like sofas, dining tables, and ovens, just basically so I know roughly where things are going to go. Beds, you know, double beds, single beds, just to get an idea of layout and where things are going to go, and then I can design around that. Obviously, you've got I don't know why did I use foundations? Foundations are rubbish. They are terrible because they just don't work. You then adjust the foundation and everything that you've worked on just disappears, which is really, really frustrating. That just needs to be fixed. And look, you gotta be honest, this is me doing roofing, and I'm getting pretty good at roofing, even if I do say so myself. It's learning the tips and the tricks and just watching a lot of videos. I've watched many, many different people on YouTube to try and figure out how to manipulate the roofing to get it to look like an actual house and not just a mishmash of weird stuff. So now it actually looks quite good. I've got them all set in the right place, just turning them around, manipulating them enough to make it look like an actual house. Should be. I left the garage as it is because obviously with the garage doors, just for the look, because it obviously needs to look like a garage. Obviously it's not a garage on the inside though. Yeah, so we've got 2 double bedrooms, 1 single bedroom, 1 master bathroom, 1 smaller bathroom upstairs. Downstairs, you've just got kitchen, open plan. It's all open plan downstairs. So you've got open plan kitchen, dining room, laundry room. The packs I've used a lot, in a word, is a lot. I will list them all. And obviously it'll say on the gallery anyway what packs I've used. I have used quite a few. I know I used parenting quite a lot. I know I also used laundry. And there's a couple of others. But again, I will list them all at the bottom, and it'll come up on the gallery if you want to download it anyway. I think you can download it furnished and unfurnished as well from the gallery. Gallery ID is Incognitmo, so that is there for you should you want to download it. It is Sims tested, it is play tested. I did give it a play test afterwards just to make sure that there was no issues with, you know, steps and invisible half walls and things. Which I've had fun with trying to play with before figuring out what the problem is. The pictures that I've got here, this is as close to the original picture that I could get really with the tools that I've got. I'm gradually expanding the packs that I have, so eventually I'm going to use a few more of them once I get them. Talking of packs, who is excited about the new pack? It's basically, when you think about it, the new pack is pretty much what I'm doing now. It's designing and building, so I'm really, really excited for that one. I think it's going to be a really, really good pack. It's about time we had a different pack like that. Obviously it's been a while since Snowy Escape came out, and the kits are there, but I don't know so much about the kits. For what they are, I don't think they're great value for money. They are £5 UK. You know, I think, I don't know, you just don't seem to get very much for your dollar, I don't think. So I haven't actually bought them. I've looked at many people review them, you know, like James Turner. Obviously with the Dust the Bust one, you know, you get extra aspirations and, you know, extra things, but it's, yeah, I'm not so sure about the kits. And the Oasis kit is basically just one room. I think they need to be a bit more kinder with the content that they're giving you, really, for the price that they're asking you to pay, particularly, I do think. But again, you know, each to their own. I know that people have bought them, and you know, that's good, but they're not for me. I just recently have purchased a couple of other packs, and which ones are they? They are Get Together and Jungle Adventure, and I'm fairly sure I got another one, but I can't remember what it is now. I know I got 3, but the Jungle Adventure is brilliant because actually I've used that in the 3 Brother Challenge, so I've included that into the 3 Brothers, so they've gone on a little bit of a holiday, and there is some interesting footage coming up. I'm going to try and sort of just speed up my editing time I've got loads of footage to get up for my 3 Brother Challenge. It's just finding the time to edit it all down and get it ready for you. But there's some, Toby gets himself into some interesting situations with Jungle Adventure, put it that way. He's he goes through it a bit, bless him. But you know, it's whether or not does he succeed, does he complete it, who knows. We shall see, but that'll be up for you in the next few weeks or so. I've also just started doing the Asylum Challenge, which I did not expect to be as difficult. Honestly, I went into that very naively thinking it would be easy, but it's so difficult because you've got 8 Sims, you've got an 8 Sim household, and you're only allowed to control one of them, and they just don't look after themselves. Like, you would think that if you left a Sim to look after itself, it would look after itself, but it really, really doesn't. It's certainly been a challenge. I've gone for the medium level, so I'm only starting with 500 simoleons, and it's really tricky. So eventually, I've got a fair bit of footage of that as well, and I just need to get that down and edit it down for you as well. But it's certainly a challenge, a difficult challenge, because it's tricky, but it's really good fun. I've really enjoyed doing it. We have had 1 death already, which was unintentional, but we've been lucky enough to be able to plead for this particular sim, so that will be up soon, and as soon as I get that up and ready, that will be that'll be a series, because I think I've got to do 3 aspirations, so I've got to complete 3 aspirations before I can leave the asylum. But it's not, you would think it's easy, but it's really, really tricky. But back to the build. We're now doing kitchen, dining room, living room, fiddling with the layout, trying to get everything as close to the original picture as possible. And oh my goodness, just looking at the sofas, that's just reminded me, obviously I don't know if it's with the new Dream Designer kit, a pack rather, or if it's an update that's coming in the next few days, but we are getting interchangeable sofa pieces. I can't even express how exciting that is. That's unbelievable. I'm trying to get a nice corner sofa, but this, we can have multi-use countertops in the kitchen and design tool. Why can't we do that for the sofa? So now I'm very excited that I can actually create a completely different sitting area, which is just be amazing. That is something I really am looking forward to. But I think it's on the June the 1st is being released, and I will certainly be one of the people to download it and have it on that day for sure, because I think it's going to be a really good pack. And who knows, Incognitmo might even have to take on a little challenge and take on the design career to see if she can be successful, and maybe I'll turn that into a playlist as well. If you have any kind of requests or build challenges or anything like that, please do comment, let me know. I'm happy to I'll give anything a go. If you need me to design a house or or something for your family or for a Sims or whatever, you know, just please comment, get in contact with me over on Facebook. I'm Incognitmo Gaming. I'm also on Instagram under the same name, and obviously you can comment on any of the videos, and I'm happy to give any of the challenges a go, to design anything for you, or even just to furnish, clutter something up and that kind of thing. That would be really good. Most of the downstairs is a good finished point at this point. I've been looking at actually the red shelf mod. That's something that I've been looking at, because, you know, getting things, sometimes to get things to go on a shelf is a bit of a headache, and I can't quite figure out why it won't go, or why it's clipping here, or why it won't twist around this way. So I think I'm actually going to try and download that and give that a bit of a play with. I've seen Lissy use it a couple of times, and it seems that it's really helping her with her design, so I think I will give it a go. Any other mods? Obviously I have got the UI mod on my games, and I do use it on my Three Brother Challenge quite a bit. I don't use it all the time, like it's only if I need to, like, just if I'm in the middle of doing a spell or a music or like writing a piece of music with one of the boys, I will just, you know, bump up the needs, just so they don't pee their pants in the middle of writing a song or whatever it is they normally, you know, they do, because they only ever get to the point where they're absolutely desperate, and then you can't really help them at that point. So I do use it a little bit just to tweak their needs if I need to, but I don't use it all the time. And obviously with the Asylum Challenge, I'm not allowed to use it at all, which that's a bit of a challenge in itself, not using the mods. But I've got a few mods. I've got a lot of mods on the game actually. I've just now downloaded, I think there's a zombie apocalypse mod, and obviously there's the basemental drugs one, which I've kind of played with but haven't played with too much, and extreme violence as well. That's a different kind of game. If you want to have a look at those mods, then you know, just Google them, but I'll link them down below anyway. This is the den that I told you about earlier. I kind of just made it into a cool little space, just where they can go and hang out, really, you know, guitars in there and a bar, card games and that kind of thing. Just a nice little chill out space. I can imagine, you know, sitting there on a Friday night, you know, got your friends over, a few beers, playing some games, playing some card games. That's the kind of vibe I think. You know, the vibe I'm getting from the family with this is mainly, you know, two parents, a couple of kids, maybe one older child and one younger child, and, you know, maybe dad's a doctor, mum's a doctor, one works from home, maybe with the other parent is like a writer or something, one super organised, one not so organised, and one chaotic. And then, you know, the office space, like the child, I can imagine being really, really creative. So that's why I plastered the walls with creative kids' pictures in the office, because I think that she'd just be forever doing millions and millions of pictures and stuff. So all the different kids' pictures up on the walls that the child has created, or the children have created, maybe. I love this little laundry space. Does it mean that you're a proper adult when you really look forward to having a really nice laundry area? I think it does, because I think I'd love this laundry area. I'd quite love in my own house, just to have a nice little area where you can have your tumble dryer and everything, and what you need, and yeah, it's quite cool. You see, this is the thing with the debug up menu is I end up jumping from place to place. But now I've obviously seen something, but this laundry, I think it's, you know, watching other people, you learn little different tips and tricks, and, you know, just by using the same what is that? It's like a cupboardy thing, isn't it? So you'd use it once and then just using it again, but raising it off the ground and then putting like a coat rack in the middle. You've created a completely different look to that particular item, and that's the kind of thing that I like, learning little tips and tricks like that. And that's kind of why I watch a lot of people on YouTube. I watch a lot of speed builds just to get ideas from them, really. See, this is where the red shelf mod would come in really handy, because I can see me fiddling with all the stuff on the kitchen shelf, trying to get it all to go on nicely and not to clip anywhere, and I'll start jumping from room to room now because I'm in debug. And I'll go, oh, that go there, and that can go over there, and oh, I need something over here. And I think I was looking for cookery books. I know at some point I've seen before in the debug menu a cookery book section where they just, one is an open book, and I just could not get them to sit anywhere after I found them. It took me ages to find them. I just couldn't get them to go on any of the shelves. So I'd get quite annoyed with that particular thing. And I tried to get like maybe downsize a little shelf or something to go in the office, but that didn't work either. Obviously, you know, the mention of not having cars in The Sims. Obviously I know we had them in The Sims 3, but do I think we need them again? I don't think I do. I'm quite happy with the loading screen. Does anyone else think that maybe having cars back is what's necessary? I don't think so. In other news, talking about my other challenge, I've got a lot of exciting things coming up, obviously, with, you know, Asylum Challenge and the Drake family. They do go on a little holiday, a little adventure, and I'm going to give you a sneak exclusive right now. We do have, in the future, a few, I think about 3 or maybe 4 abductions. There is a few abductions in the future, and we do have another pregnancy in my Sims household. I am not going to tell you who. You'll have to tune in and watch the next few episodes to see who it is. But whoever it is, yes. That's it. I'm not going to say any more. That's as much as I'm going to say. But there is another pregnancy in the future. We do have another alien baby in the Drake household. I am not going to tell you who the parent is. I am not going to tell you who is abducted. There are many abductions, and they're all different Sims. So, all from the same household. So you shall see. But there is a baby in the future. And it's exciting. Obviously, we're now getting to a point where currently we are at an 8-Sim household, obviously with the new baby. So it's time. They're now having their final holiday as a family, and they're gonna have to separate. But something awful happened. I was having a play recently, and I moved. Obviously, Darwin and Spencer, the 2 of the original brothers, are immortal. Gave them a special potion that Spencer created because he's a spellcaster. And I was like, oh great, we're going to move them into a little retirement home in Oasis Springs. They can have a lovely time and chill out and grow old or not together. And that's perfect. So I did that. I moved them out, got them a lovely little retirement home, and then within a couple of seconds of being back into the original Drake household, I got a notification. Everyone's phone rang and everyone turned sad immediately because Darwin had died. And I was like, oh my goodness, how is he dead? I thought he was immortal. So I did play God a tiny bit, and I cancelled it because I hadn't saved it, and then I moved them back. I moved them back into the original house, and I was a bit like, right, okay, you can never ever leave. So I play tested to see if he did die, as to whether or not it was just, but it seemed, because I moved him out of that house, I don't know why. He should have, because he's immortal, he should have stayed alive. But anyway, Spencer and Darwin will forever stay in my original 3 brothers' house. They can't ever leave because I don't ever want them to die. But we're going to have to move some of the other Sims about. So something exciting's happened with Zav. Obviously, where we left him recently is with Dana. He's getting romantic with Dana and also with Silas. So something exciting is happening with him. And I think he's probably going to move out and move in with one of his significant other people. And Annabelle, I think, is going to move out as well, and she's going to begin her Black Widow with a twist. Obviously, I can't do an original Black Widow because she doesn't have the traits that you need to have for the original Black Widow, but she's going to basically do the same thing. She is going to lure her husbands into her house, then steal their money, and then they're going to die. That's basically the thing. So back to the speed build, we are now getting quite close to the end. All of the inside is done, all of the bedrooms are done, and it's all looking very nice. I'm just now finishing off the garden. Nice pool, you know, place there, monkey bars for the kids. Obviously the clotheslines are out there, so the laundry pack was definitely used. Beehives from Seasons, and some flowers, which I don't think are any particular pack. I think the table and chairs might be Seasons. Obviously you've got the hot tub in there and the water balloons and things like that. Finishing off the garden, making it all look just a bit lived in. Obviously then you've got a lovely little pretty bird table as well. This is me just finishing off with the flowers, making it all look very pretty. Although flowers and children don't tend to go very well because they tend to break them all. And there we go. This is my Real to Sims speed build. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you do want any kind of build challenge or anything like that, please do just comment below. It'd be amazing to give me a challenge to see if I can build something for you. It can really be anything, even if you just have an idea of something that you want to build, or a picture if you've seen something on Pinterest or something like that. Just please do comment below, contact me on any of my social platforms. I'll list them all below. But for now, I'm going to leave you with the images. See you later. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on that notifications bell, and then you'll be notified next time I post my video.